Can I borrow the tape for a second? I want to come back and make it go. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm doing the same thing, except I'm holding this up. I just do the same thing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're pushing them. No, do whatever you want. Oh, no, I'm just trying this. So I have to be able to maintain all that. With this up. See? Oh, okay. So the right way. Well, because you're forced to have yin yang separation in your body because you have to have this up and have your balance organized around it, and then the mobility should come elsewhere without compromising that, right? Yeah. That's the idea, right? Yeah. The arm spread and the balance. Yeah. Now I want to be able to hit, or this is on the way, right? So the easiest way I can see is this. So now I can go in, but now Steve has to use no. Project yourself forward and down. Scoop my spine up like that. Yeah, there. Now I can go in. See? Now I have to change. All right. Now if I open my shoulder, it's fucked, right? But thing is, when I'm opening the shoulder, the elbow has to be able to follow. See, now my shoulder can't do anything. Yeah. Right. So you can't lock all three joints have it open. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is that day of the week, and today we are enjoying park life, and some of the guys are going to Grandmaster Jimmy Heow's workshop in Malaysia in June. So we are going to play a bit more Wuji Lik Kuen today compared to some of the other days. So yeah, enjoy.
I mean, lots of opportunities where they would be able to clear. Yeah. You're trying to.
No, we're not trying to get in.
But you are trying to not have it to keep it so that people are with you.
Yeah. It's not to go under. It's just that you can feel, and you can feel it when you're here. See how it's sleeping. That's right.
That's the reach point stops me. Yeah, like I'm going, right? This takes its balance while this goes. So it's in and out. So Mark, see that? So you see you're doing something like this. The elbow has not followed. The elbow has to be safe. So this arm is just free. So when you're coming down here, you're using this to bring him down, but the arm is just hit. Right. So you're just doing up. So when you're there, keep it there so that he's like this projects forward from your foot like that. So he can't get in. So now you want to basically take him out and open that. And Steve wants to come around. So that's great. Get back to the elbow. Set. Yep.
So now, so just again, you can stand up and
projecting this into his center line. This bit when spread this up. And this is basically this part is protecting you. That's it. Yes, so that. That's it. All you can kill things. No, I can't get it. Nice. Oh, that was nice, dude.
No.
Nice. You're opening up the elbow and I just hit. That's good. So now, should I breathe yourself so you can easily come in and then it's like you give that kind of strike.
Yeah.
So when that strike is coming down, there's nothing to stop him from going like that. Right? You're going to get hit.
Yeah.
So, to the same.
Take it up first.
Oh, gosh,
Yeah.
Yeah, wait till we get
so that's because you're thinking about your movement, not connecting to him, right?
Mhm.
Because here, when I'm connected to him, right? Like I'm maintaining the contact point. See, I'm on the contact point. So you can't see. Because you're thinking of the movement and now you're doing all this, right? But you have to maintain contact. The movement must come from within the contact. See? So even no matter how slippery he is, I'm maintaining the contact point. Because this is,
I'm not slipping.
because this is what is going to hit me.
Yeah. No.
So you have to balance it, right? So you can't let it up or go in. You have to balance it. So that's it. Yes, but when you're going around, right? See. So when I'm in total health mark, right? You're going in like, so I have it here, right? When I'm rotating in, I can't rotate like it'll slip, right? You'll hit me, right? So close, right? See? So I have to have this here, the ability to stop it like that. Projection here has to be there about that, right? And now when I'm going around, I can keep that projection and move the elbow around. Because if I don't have that, if I lose the projection, that boom, it hits me, right? So this is what is keeping him away.
Yes.
So now I have to go around it. Now I'm in the top. Right?
Is this the Quen or?
Yeah. So both coming to see Jimmy's workshop in June, so
I'm a bit jealous.
a little bit of a refresher.
Yeah, I kind of.
That's it. There you go.
Right. So you always have a bit of coming like this. Right? It's okay, but for now, see, when you're coming like this, it's more risk, right? Right? So when you're coming from here, try to be here so that elbow is threatening him.
Okay, right. But
See how it's, when you're here, it's more this, right? But when you're here, it's more that. I mean, of course, you can maintain this and do this, but this is much more different, right? So for the basic pattern, when you come from the top, make sure the palm is facing in. Not this.
yeah, good.
So now when you come from the outside, you make sure the palm is always facing in. Which means you have to actually find the mobility in the elbow. So don't do this and just that. So the idea, right? So when I'm here, energetically, right? So when I'm here, right? I have to have the ability to do this, right? So when you're here, I can't do that. I can't really go in. But when I'm here, so you have to always have the ability to maintain that. So and he has to have the ability to prevent you from doing that by releasing his shoulder. So see, now this has a path.
Yes.
See? When you're here, it doesn't quite have a path. Yes. But you're doing something weird with your hand now. To keep the wrist from doing straight.
Okay.
So there.
Okay.
And now, if you want, you can go like that for your punch, hard punch. Right? But this has to make space. So this projecting towards.
So palms are always
Try to keep it a little lower so you can elbow can take more space. There. See now, from here, once he's crunch, you can potentially hit him like that with another body. Yeah, that would also be
palms always.
Yeah,
it's a 1 week. 16 to 20 something. 21.
yeah. I'm tempted, but I'm kind of getting kicked out of that place at some point.
Oh,
so
shit, find a place, huh?
yeah, my wife's sort of quite anxious about
It locks up like a pendulum like underneath through in it, and then you think you're riding from it.
Especially when those $2
Yeah. But no, it'd be good if I could stay a couple of extra days and see.
So now project this to generate the fullness here. Project this down. See? Now there's fullness there. But keep the elbow free. Don't lock the elbow. That's it. Yes. So project fullness. Now release and move the elbow around it. Yes, there. Kind of.
It's definitely
So this is absolutely wrong, Emma. This has to project.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like this. What are you doing?
Okay, that's
So
fine.
this part has to be stable at all times, and then this should be able to take space, right?
Yeah.
So see, when you don't look it, open your shoulder. When you come forward, open your shoulder. See? Now you can control it, right? Yeah. So don't let your elbow collapse. That doesn't mean to curve it forward. It just means to open it so your back can expand. Yeah, so now you can go forward. So basically you're closing. See, now you have the arm. That's you've counted it. Yeah, that's it. Now you're in trouble.
Yes.
That's because you let it slip.
Have you fun?
So Mark, the power you're generating is by stretching these two fingers, right?
Yes.
That's not going to work. For that, you have to stretch this finger, the big finger. That's better. That's better. But you're still doing this, right? This. It's not this. That. So when you're on the top, when you're closing your hands,
Yes.
when you're here, right? It's that finger that works.
Yeah. Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
So white training is like,
Mm-hmm.
this white training, this is stretching, so it's going in that direction.
Didn't know you studied white trainers.
What?
I didn't know you studied white trainers.
I didn't, but karate.
I guess it's
based on white kind of
yeah.
ancestors. That.
So that's better. No, stretch from here. The six. You know the fullness there? It's the part. Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, not projected, not be stretched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Now.
Now keep setting through it. Yeah, naturally it'll move you that top position. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there.
That.
And now you can drive it to this one. Yeah. Stretch through it. Stretch through it. Okay, feel my body. Feel my body. So stay here, right? So here. I'm maintaining fullness of the elbow free, right? Yes. This is stretching through. See?
Mm-hmm.
So what you're trying to do is you're trying to push this out.
Yeah.
You're going to let it be stretched through the whole body from there. See, it's just fucking effortless.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So see, when you're going forward, this has this hoop under and forward so that
Okay. Under this bone level, under the level of that.
well, think of it more as this hooping the bottom is fine. It's fine now.
That's right. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I could do that. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, stay there. Don't lose it. Yeah. Well, I should be going. What is it? This one.
Oh, you guys are going outwards now. Oh, you can like, so this is the difference between external circle and internal, right?
Yeah.
So now external circle,
Yes.
you can basically open the back. So if you use ring finger, stretch the ring finger. Now stretch the ring finger. Yeah, you open. What's that doing? So when you have it,
Yeah.
so when you have it, yeah, that's good. Yeah. So don't control the elbow mark because you don't have any control of the elbow mark. That's it. See, now you got the wrist and the elbow, right? This part is important, right? Now from here, I should do the other hand. So control my elbow and wrist. So you can get the big one here. No, like he's when you control the wrist. You've got the elbow, you don't have the wrist. So move it a little bit here so you can move the wrist. No, move the contact point right here. So now you got the elbow and the wrist. That's what you want. This is what you want. Right? Now here, instead of like, so if you were coming close me and go in, I don't have a choice but to go here, otherwise I'll be fighting you, right? But on the other hand, if you're gonna come from the top, I can just open it here. So then you got to set for the other. Yes, go. And now I'm for you. Right. So come on. Yeah. Right. And you open me. You go and open me. Right. So you open and I open one side there. So get work on the elbow first. Yeah. So generally at this point, right? Yes. At this point, depending on where you're coming, I can either go here, right? That's also, or I can open you and go no. So that's depending on what you're like. If you're going top heavy, right? I don't want to fight it. I just go here. I just let you go. So
we're going top heavy. I should be.
So you're trying to hit me, right? So I'm just taking that. See? So I'm just taking you here because I don't want to fight you, right? And then I can come over the top from here, right? And now I'm on the top and go. But similarly, push you here. When you're here, if you're bottom heavy, right? I just open. See? I'm just going with you. And the bottom heavy now. That's it. And now when you come, I just close here. Right? So this is here, right? So I'm projecting here to keep him out, right? And my palm gets hit, right? Yeah. And now when I want to come and see how this has to morph around the contact point. Sorry. So this contact point has to remain, and this has to sit around it. Yeah, that was better. That wasn't too bad. But yeah, that's good. That wasn't too bad. But keep your elbow. See how your elbow is not backing. Yeah, but that's better. The only thing I would say is that feel if she was going this way, let's see if I can take it this way. Like very easily because it didn't balance the elbow and first do it. Okay, right. Now you control my elbow a lot better, right? But you don't really have control here, right? So your hand, like if you try to do that, right? I go from the shoulder. So you have to have like when you're coming in, if you do it with your elbow, right? If I'm here, I have to control you. See my fingers I'm controlling, I'm not doing this sort of thing disconnected. My fingers are connected with this. Right. So now when you try coming from this side, yeah. Right? You're not gonna get in that, right? No. Because my elbow is straight, right? Yeah. So when you come in again, see my elbow is open? Now I have you here. So you can't block the elbow on the shoulder. But here, when I have that moment, when you press into me, right, I can simply do this if I want to, right? Because I have the freedom moment. But if it is locked like this, nothing happens. Yeah. Anyway, how we got a structure underneath it. Yeah. And then I go maintain that. And then my arm. Is that right? Yeah. Let's hit them up breathing. Yeah. And that's it. Then I can come down. Yeah. Down. Yeah, that's right. And now, that's right. Yes.
Can I ask what's governing when you say, I should come this way, I should come that way? What's
To be able to put yourself in a position where you can hit first. And at the moment, we're just doing a fixed outside, inside, outside, whatever it is. Yeah.
Is this spinning hands? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. So I'm trying to, I can't hit him from here, but I'm trying to pull my elbow down to create somewhere where I can hit him from. And he negates that like that, and then get this stick point. and then he comes to
And
attack
you
me.
rotating around.
Yeah, I'll let him attack me after that. So yeah, he's going to me. So I've got to with my yeah. See? Just got that. And then we're all getting on. We just got like this tongue shape again. And this elbow wants to go up there and then down. Then here. And when he's doing that, I'm trying to get my elbow up, get where I can target him there, and he's trying to target him with his elbow. So
I mean, you say they breaking full height shape. I mean, obviously not high shapes. I don't know, I think it's just go for the yang or.
Well, it's just because we're just like the monkey.
Yeah.
Awkward, looks stupid,
You
feels
are
stupid.
high level, then
If you were with, well, Joey's doing it, he's got him in now.
yeah.
All in there is the whole lot, and he's soft.
Yeah.
Even if we're applying forces soft.
So this is the feedback. Us beginner, us to to get the feedback.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be hard.
Feel
We can
everywhere.
back it off. And
Yeah.
I like the market too. There's a little bit of, so there's a little bit, and you should be able to feel that. If I'm not, say, if I've got nothing in, you can do it. But if I do to tolerance to the level ball, to yeah, to it. So I'm not having to apply that force, but I've got to maintain that stickiness. That's all.
Let's go more.
Yeah, but
Yes. So I should feel.
I've got to learn how to let go of them.
So he see as he's striking, he can feel that he can strike in now. So I've got to feel that I can bring my elbow in. Yeah, strike. Put the structure against that. Yeah. And then I want to strike in, but I can't. I can't get under there. So I've got to come around. Okay, kind of maintain that point there. And then around. Back up the piece. So
Yeah, that's yeah.
check out in there.
Set it up.
Like, put up in that case. Otherwise, there's like one less shot. Yeah, I'm trying. He's in like, yeah, before those. Yeah. So,
I mean, you don't have to hold it like that. You can just drop like that. Yeah. So I just basically, yeah. So do you have problem? I'm going to put forth. You saw me. It's not. You're actually doing a lot better with that thing holding on because you don't go with you don't have a room to do all the stupid shit. You do like condition stuff. So this is the point here, right? Yeah. Now, keep it here. Keep it a little wide. Keep it. Don't lose back. Don't tell me that. That's it. That's it. Up. I can't wait. See how it separates your body? So that's why this is there. I get, so this will do it. Yeah. For now, anyway. I'm coming in. No. So think of it, right? So see how it's fully, right? Like I don't have elbow the name, so you have this one hit and you close and see, you got no power. And now you go in. That's what you're trying to do. So when you're trying to close it, ball is going like this. You pull it out. So this has to be there. Because you're coming in and going like that. So, yeah. So when I'm there, right? So when I'm here, right? Once my elbow takes place, when you do, we go back like that. And when I'm taking space, I'm not giving it to you again. Right? So this is my hard one space. And when I'm pushing it down, I'm not giving it to you. And if I make sense here, now I'm not giving that to you either. When I'm here, right? So then now you're coming like this, right? So you're coming in here, and I could bring the elbow forward, right? My elbow has to be free to counter. Right? If you can lock here, your elbow can come in. Right? That's a broken elbow for me. But yeah, all around from the corner, right?
It's not that only to liquid again.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably if you could just retain this one.
Yeah.
You'll still maintain one.
Yeah.
Yes. So as soon as you come into the elbow,
Yeah. It's quite difficult to I sort of
that's good to tight here.
yeah, when I
So now use your mechanism. Use your mechanism to release the shoulder than your hips. So then you'll maintain it. So here,
So don't fight my hook.
you're
Slide it on.
so now you're going from here, you're pushing down and I'm going this one.
Because you're protecting your head, right? So you can hit the head.
Another part to retain.
My forward.
Now I'll go
Yeah.
to the side.
That's it.
And now
Yeah. So you don't fight here. Let my foot go through. But you can help me a little bit along that.
now that the contact is quite near the wrist, that
yeah, but you're still trying to power me up. You see? No. There. See now I can't. Now you're going to talk to me. See that contact.
Oh, I didn't watch it yet.
That's it.
Shit, was it?
Yeah.
well, that's a bit that he thinks that point of contact is
Yeah.
word, yeah. Are we a little bit too close to the wrist?
The arm person is that's idea, yeah, because now you try to come in with your elbow. See, I'm controlling.
Yeah. No, but when I was hit,
Yeah. You're going to use
I can't control your elbow.
yeah, but you're going to come in with your elbow. So it's here. And if you try hitting me with your elbow, it's controlling. Hitting me with your hand, I'm controlling. Okay. So now, you're going to try to roll it around. That's the one. Now I don't have to come there. Control. Come here. That's the one. Ah, you're trying to go to my finger. That's it. There. Now I'm going to do then I'm coming around. That's it. That's it. So yeah, so as long as you've got that connection,
So I guess when I've seen people doing it, it's very relaxed.
yeah, but no, what I'm saying is,
If
I look at it, I see it, I look like an idiot, I feel like an idiot. I have to do it.
Yeah.
Second, when I've been doing it for a while, I feel really comfortable and really feeling good, and I think I can do it now. But I still got to think about it. I'm doing on this now. It just has something harder now.
Yeah.
So he's at that behind. This is day one for me because I've never seen this exercise before.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
So now I've got to slowly go through it, and every time I think, oh, I'm powering it, and I should back it off. So we can understand. Oh, my shoulder's not. How do I release that? So that the whole but then once that comes up, then you can, oh no,
Yeah.
not there. And then one day I was
I mean, it's definitely very, very funny.
yeah. But that's because we're not.
Yeah,
but it's actually
the outside that's it.
But see how you've got this toe here, give you my glasses. But this toe here is about that much more forward than that toe.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
No, don't bring that one back now. Bring this one. That's your hip and your shoulder.
Oh, okay. So how did you know then to keep this one forward and not that one back? Or...
Because I can see this one's forward. That's why this one's sitting better and that one's not.
Yeah.
Anyway, so But the exercise you can do is, the first one is you just take your toes, put the weight on your heel,
Yeah.
off your heel,
Yeah.
and you just try to get all, see how much toes you're bringing in.
That's really difficult, actually.
See how I can get all my toes to do it.
Yeah,
But usually I couldn't.
I have got weird toes, but
No. And you're putting your weight on that section.
there's weight on the front part of the.
Yeah, so on this part.
Yeah.
And you're just doing that. So it's like you're caterpillar and you're pulling the floor underneath you. Like
So I've sort of been doing this one.
No, it's different. That
Yeah, it
doesn't-
is different. Yeah.
So you want that, you want to get the air from all your toes.
Ooh, sounds natural.
I don't want that to happen.
All that toys there.
I know, it's natural. It's natural flapper.
Here on it.
So yeah, do it again.
It feels quite counterintuitive to have weight on it with the heel up.
Your elbow.
Yeah, no. The weight push into the floor.
I want to get in there.
This is my good stuff.
So that's what you got to do. Start with 30 seconds and then build it up to 4 or 5 minutes. And then you do the same on the other side.
Yeah, there you go.
So you get there.
So I don't want that to happen. So
And where did you come across this?
These ones here, Chinese dude.
Oh, okay.
He specializes in fascial
then I want
exercise.
to try and maintain this, get around it.
So you do that,
That's it.
and that's what you've got to
That's
do.
looking good.
Because I've been doing toe exercises with patients for years, but
Elbow.
it was interesting having a look at this. I would start with that,
Yeah.
and then
This is sort of Chinese medicine.
That's really good.
yeah, no, it's got physiology. It's based on physiology.
Yeah.
So you do that, and then the other exercise that you would do.
No, I really like that. It really feels like it's engaging
Now
part.
you can do it with your fingers too.
Yeah.
So you take your fingers and you do that. Actually, before you do that, I would just cut this one down.
I don't want that to happen. So I want to get like that and get around it.
So that you're stretching through this time.
So it's like
And then
Similar to Richie and Swan.
yeah, once you've done that a little bit,
Oh, the shirt's coming off.
so for me, I can't
so you just set about 45 degrees, and it's just your fingers.
so I can.
But you are moving back.
You can do that, but
Yeah,
I'm saying your wrist doesn't move.
Yeah, okay. Well, you don't.
No, the important part is this.
See, that one, it feels like the left
Sam,
hand
Try to hit him
and the
with this
right
part.
hand feels like
Well, this is
So just because the fascia doesn't
Sam,
move.
my right
this
hand.
has to keep it
more-
away, and this is pushing it.
No, it's just that the fascia's not working. Somewhere along the line, there's not good for the fascia. So you need to correct that.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's the first one.
Yeah, you're on your
And then that's essentially exactly the same.
That's the first exercise for the foot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
like this up.
Start doing that, and what you'll feel, you either feel it in the feet, or you'll
Yeah,
feel
that's
it in
it.
your ankles, or your
Sam, you're very good at that strike, bro.
I don't want
Wherever.
this to happen to me. So when
And
that
most
happens,
people will feel it in the, somewhere in the lower chain, because that's not functional.
And do you try and keep half the weight on this leg, or do you have?
you two out.
No, I've got weight here, and then I'm pushing it into the floor.
In terms of your weight distribution now, do you have more weight on your right leg?
I don't want your elbows.
No, I don't.
So we've got
Okay.
at each point.
It's like your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just strike me.
But like even if I'm,
You take my arm down.
yeah,
No, I really like that one. It feels better than this.
yeah, no, that does tackle.
Yeah.
No. Because
Is that the one
the
that
fingers and
my
the
physio
fingers and
gave to me?
That's looking really good, Steve.
yeah, the fingers and the toes aren't functioning, then nothing else
And
functions.
another one that they go through with just to kind of try and
So
lift the arm without firing up.
No, I wouldn't even do that.
So
Just do your Tai Chi exercise.
yeah.
You
To
know,
touch it, yeah.
so stand up,
Hey!
set your feet to the side, and like you should. So get that one out and put it on the line. No, put it on the line. You can see it. Check that one.
Good to see you.
And
How
see
you
how
been?
your toes are closed.
Oh, yeah. They're doing some
Like that
meetings
one.
at the historical
Yeah.
workshops in June, so then the rush up
So
on
my
it.
toes are open.
Yeah. I want to get around it.
It's because you're not using your foot and your back. It's getting better.
Yeah.
It's getting better. That one's much
Yeah, yeah. It works very well.
Okay.
But
Then,
I thought,
okay, so we just go back to basics again. So first is feet nice and flat, toes open. Now, take your weight, put it on your heel. The weight's back on the heel, then roll it under your heel. So you can feel it coming forward to it. No, if your weight put on the floor, just transfer your weight a little bit. And then as soon as you feel it rolling, then I feel you're here. Now try to get your weight to roll under your foot till it's sitting over here. No, don't lift your feet.
So you're going with the elbow side.
You stand like this.
Against elbow.
All right?
Because when you're in the upward position, elbow can take it place, right? Yeah, that's good.
Shift my weight so that I can feel it on the
So
back.
you open your hand.
Yeah.
And shift it so you can feel the toes. Just slowly.
That's it.
Now, so back to your heels. Roll it under
Yeah, so
your
elbow can go in, yeah.
heel.
You're too close to my elbow.
So that the weight is now
That's
shifted
it.
under your heel,
Yeah.
I'm trying to feel
until
that.
it's
Yeah.
Not in.
in the middle of your
That's
foot,
it.
where it should be.
So Sam, you had to balance that so you can control his both his
Yeah,
elbow
definitely
and his
not
wrist with your elbow.
even. I mean, I guess that I'm used to keeping slightly
Yeah,
more
so
weight.
that's
in
what's
my-
looking better. So now, what's happening is your ankle's doing that, yeah?
Doing what?
Look at my ankle. Your ankle's doing that.
So you see how his elbow is free, Sam?
Oh, I see what you mean. It's kind of
Okay.
down. Yeah.
Now, what you do is roll your ankle,
Yeah.
keeping your feet flat, everything touching. Roll your ankle that way so you can feel it on the edge of your ankle. Now, roll it on the inside so you can feel it on the inside of your ankle.
Yeah.
Now, roll it so it's in the middle. And then always
So see-
You and you're attacking. Yeah, and you're attacking.
in the middle of my foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's
And
middle.
now I can't hit you, but I
Yeah,
want to
but I want it on my heel.
his arm down.
And
That.
I have it on my toes. You want it in the middle.
Yes. Then you
See how my toes are widening up even more?
now just on it. That's it. Yeah.
And so then, if you feel my knee, if I'm not
I
connected,
want it from there.
put a little bit of movement in my knee.
Now.
See how it's not
So I've
connected?
got to- yeah.
As soon as I do connect,
Yeah. So now my turn to
well, my leg
take
doesn't
his arm
move
down. Oh. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. When I go.
because it's centered.
Yeah.
Oh,
But there's no weight to my ankle. My ankle feels really hard and there's no weight to my knee. My knee's that confident.
Yeah.
So then you might find that if that's working, then I might find, oh, now my problem is in my back and neck. So I found. And so I found and everything behind.
And especially when if you're looking down, that you
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's it for now. You set your count. And then when that happens, then everything that is done right now, your hips and shoulders will start like you watch my shoulders.
yes.
So here I'm not connected. See how my shoulders are around the forward.
Yeah.
It's not just my shoulders and bottom back. You can see how this is opening up. And that's the position. So you practice that and look at your foot now. Your ankle's more in the middle and your foot's not rolling in and your arms is good.
Oh, fair enough.
It's down there. Yeah.
So you practice that.
Kind of.
Yeah.
For which method was this for me?
You just do that all the time until as long as you can feel that arch getting pulled up and it's not feeling on the side, sitting in the middle, where it should be, then you're on the money. In the Tai Chi, which fix it all, that's the thing I find fascinating. I've got a patient who's a OT,
Yeah.
and when she first started coming, she couldn't stand for more than 30 seconds. Even if she was sitting, she was getting joint pain in her knees and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I did acupuncture and then got her to do the Tai Chi exercises. And interesting enough, she's in 10K a day in Japan for the last 2 weeks. Walking along the Kyoto to, what's it, the old,
We go to lessons like we go to lessons one day and just.
but anyway, it's going from the old capital to the other side.
Yeah, you fucking crazy.
Cool.
Look around.
She couldn't have been able to do that yet. But yeah, that's all you do. That's Tai Chi. The Tai Chi, the nice thing about the Tai Chi is if you
I like this one.
Knees are stuck. You can't do Tai Chi. Your waist tight. You can't
That's the
bend.
inside circle, the outside circle.
So
And then you
Tai
do
Chi is
one
all
hand
about,
up
if you
the
look
like
at it,
this variation.
is the martial aspect of it.
In, out.
And then the other aspect of it is fixing up all your problems. And then the third aspect of it is calming your mind and getting you to become more sensible. That does everything.
Yeah.
Basic comfort, right?
Yeah.
It can do it.
Well, it can,
Yeah.
but you've got to put time. It's like everything. You can have as many books and videos as you like. But unless you put the time in, they mean nothing. You may as well not have them on your shelf. They look nice.
I guess it's not in a way.
Like you guys train with a different framework, but you guys have the same thing. For sure, we're going to be
Yeah. So like,
present
Mhm.
during that time.
getting back this week.
Because I think that maybe there are a lot of people who could do this form every day, but this is kind of an autopilot in a way that it just.
But for you, I wouldn't even do the form yet. I was just do standing practice.
Yeah.
Well, this one, do we isolate this to sensing and other?
Because then you're using that to drive your form rather than your posture to try to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can never tell finish
It's another
which
sort
one.
of. I think negative circle can go in now.
Honestly.
It took about the engine.
Well, that's true.
but it's funny.
Yeah. That's what I mean, like, it's one of them. So the way I was,
Yeah.
Really.
I'm not fucking here. Now, for this, let's look.
this one's
No, not-
yeah. Not the same.
Let's come from
Yeah.
Let's come from here. Here.
Just train more, you're very talented.
Okay. That's
Very talented.
Literally knows
That's
nice.
if I'm not stuck, we can do. My hand is going if I'm here.
Yeah.
If I'm here,
We're about
the motion should be.
Yeah, you got the positive.
You can do something there. Now you come with your elbow. Come with your hand. Then my hand should be off. You go down. That's what you're just back up. Go up.
I guess
There, that's it.
Yeah, but this stuff is best.
Now, as I come down.
Yeah. But he,
I think it's difficult to do it without nature.
well, I mean, I think the development is by allowing the body to maintain the tension in training to maintain the maximum tension and then
So as I come,
open the
you
body
can't
up
get into it.
while maintaining tension.
But you shouldn't feel like,
It's the bit when you're underneath and then you
That's
take
difficult.
around.
Yeah.
That's the bit.
That's very difficult. That's the hardest part, really.
So I'm coming here.
And the other one
Feels
is
like counterintuitive.
Yeah, now I
someone
come.
who's not training and though that's
So now,
the other one is shoulder, right? Like this. See, oh, yeah, you did that. Focus, pressing on shoulder.
yeah, now you're coming
Right?
down.
Well, feel my shoulder.
No,
So most people, when the toilet in this position, they got this shoulder like that, right? So I can just open my shoulder, that's it, look.
then from here,
It's not the same ground, right? Because this is here. I can still lose stuff from there.
Right.
Right?
Can
Oh,
we swap?
yeah, okay. So you only can be behind the pinch. I can just open it just as well. So it's not about the shoulder position. You have to have the right connections to what it does. Yeah.
If you're not right,
Of course, still not as well as
you're
you
right.
feel my shoulder, right? I was bringing up the
Yeah,
here.
Yes.
So, but yeah, shoulder, you control the entire range.
I think that's.
Yeah, shoulder is the hardest.
You say, oh,
Setting the shoulder is the hardest for anybody really.
slower.
But when you never, you level position. So there.
That's it. Everyone coming here.
So if you set it here, right? So if you like you take me in, right? I have to go into here to block you from going other thing coming.
Like,
Yeah, that's why. That's why I said push. I don't let you pull me to this direction. I have to open my shoulder to remain here.
that's it. Yeah, and comes
Otherwise, I
around.
don't have any control of this.
That's it. Nice. See?
So you always have that opening, like opening here, right? But I have to make it up with that. Right? So if you're not looking for the strike, you don't release your body.
Yeah.
Down.
I think that's definitely a big gap in my question. I'm so used to people not trying to hit me.
Yeah.
Push hands. That's it. I kind of.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why I don't like push hands, because people try to get the push and do people things.
Yeah. Well, you spend very bad habits.
Yeah, that's the thing. And the thing is, your body becomes more stiff as it has to be, because it's not looking for the openings, because you're not looking to strike.
You just put against my hand. If I do that. Okay. Now I've got control. Because you've gone here, now lock. Yeah. Now from here. Good there. Oh, nice. Okay. 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 Sure. So, pushing forward. Down. Once again, it's going to not that.
So your palm, this part should project forward to him, so you can hit him from there.
Yes.
Yes.
So then from here. But if my arm does that, you got that.
So out of everybody, you nailed it. You got the idea really well.
Because I'm trying, I sort of have the idea that you're striking, you're striking at him, so you're going to hit a.
Yeah.
See how
Well, that's the thing with knife work and stick work, right? So you get the feel for it.
You know, with a little
Yeah.
height, I call it a little bit glitchy.
Yeah.
So everything's smooth and then suddenly it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's it. Yeah, so that's when you get cut.
yeah, so I can imagine a simple concept can get quite complex, but well, the fact is you've got two arms, in and around, three joints, two arms.
24 configurations.
Looks like a lot stronger.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't you? No.
I grew up when he was 18 months.
Yeah. He's been training with him. He trains a lot.
Like that.
So, yeah.
So it's like,
I've been training very much recently.
That's a lot.
okay, that's a push. No, if you're striking. So if you're striking, yeah, that's it. See, now you're
Do you have any more trips? Uni?
Yeah, I've got October.
Yeah.
And then this time next year.
Oh, you cool.
Down.
So you get like an autumn and a spring.
Yeah. Apparently it's going to be much hotter in October then.
Yeah, I reckon it would be.
Yeah.
Now, you can't hit me with your arms. Hit me with your hands first, that's good. Then from here.
I never been there, to be honest.
See, if I just come in.
The things are definitely a bit different up there.
Was it Bogan or multicultural?
Then
Most of them in Indonesia and whatnot.
Yeah, I wouldn't use multicultural to describe it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot of indigenous people who are...
So, Toby, when you're going like the other shoulder rotated backwards,
Yongu.
Like this.
No, Yonglu, I think they're laryngeal. Yonglu's more fun off being that.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not doing that.
So there's
Not doing that.
I mean, the indigenous culture is a lot.
yeah, see how his shoulders.
I mean, like Palm Beach, you can loads.
And because this is that sense.
Yeah.
Not because I'm doing that. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really do much sightseeing. I just sort of, I was literally studying at the time.
It's a campus in
there. They have two camps. They've got one in the CBD and
So that's okay. As soon as
I guess it's
just say stop.
what I like
And
about
we're trying to get the right
kind of
and
it's
then
the size,
is that okay?
sort of 100,000.
No one's going to get hurt.
You can size just
This is case
kind of almost more like a warm back.
Okay, so
Like how it's a bit more spread out.
See, now I can feel the tension in my shoulders, probably because you've got tension in the shoulder, and I can feel on the here, and your foot.
But like when I want this class here, like I did driving lab with me. So they have a less than people who do have that. So it was.
My hand.
Yeah, I was like, for 18, and it's like, you know,
No.
not the issue.
That's their knees, isn't it? Yeah, come on,
So to feel like you couldn't buy any alcohol on Sundays.
Yeah. Also.
Down, that's it.
But it was a little bit more like chilled out, friendly, I think. That is things that.
Was it?
Yeah.
As opposed to.
Probably just some tropics to do that for people.
Yeah.
Because this is what I think.
I think I did actually got like going, but I mean the heat was full on.
Yeah.
Where and sometimes there were times when I thought I didn't feel
See,
like
you're
I
still
could
the
catch,
finest
but you know,
juice.
breathe. Oh, it's such a lot today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked like this kind of ride, but just strange.
Even in March, yeah. March. Is that when you're there?
Yeah, I mean the wet season was still the monster.
Oh,
The thing was just close to an end. So the last couple of days it was sunny and the rest of the days it was rainy. But
She like this. One plus. That will be filled, yes.
but I guess it almost felt like probably what South is going to be like in the 80s or 70s. Just
Oh, nice, man. Nice.
how spread out it was. And it wasn't fancy. I guess it just got absolutely flattened by train. Like,
Yeah, my wife went just after the cyclone. Yeah.
oh, you saw the picture that almost looked like the nuclear bomb.
Yeah, that's what she said. Everything was gone.
Like the trees were completely stripped of leaves. I think like 80% of the houses got destroyed.
Yeah.
So
Something.
yeah, there's lots of
Yes,
cyclone proof buildings.
Imagine my. Oh, I'll be in trouble with my mother-in-law and Quen. More importantly. Yeah, I've got to go. But a couple of minutes I can watch and then I'll run away. Are they looking any better? Yeah. She might get it. Yeah. No, I'm happy with them. Did it? You did it?
Right?
Yeah.
So when you go to the Amber, right?
Yes.
So you go to the Amber, when you stand here, see this elbow and it has nothing.
Yes.
Like the elbow is like this.
You need to relax more. You start feeling to fight now. And then it's different.
Yeah, you just like so this is like pulling, right? Same elbow.
And probably I usually try to see
Yeah.
you see that he's like
Yeah.
a bit far forward.
So even if I'm really far forward,
Yeah.
that's very black me, right?
Yeah.
So it's only the elbow.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like it works.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Because you're playing with this. Oh, yeah. And then, oh, you died with yourself. So from here, if I pull now on you, so. Yeah, this is why I used to do right?
Yeah.
So that from here.
So what? I don't know.
Rather than pull from here.
Yes, you can go about that. I'm making hand green the hand, but my elbow is taking straight. So here I have my body, right? My side, but I'm digging my elbow.
Came from here and
That's it. So, like, worst case, you make it like a step, big deal. You're taking space. So the idea, right, is that you are taking me to the front like that, right?
Yeah.
So my front leg is here, right? No problem. I just sit right here.
Okay.
So you're sitting the hip mark.
Yeah, this is my face.
Yeah. So that's it, right? Just sitting to the hip and attacking with the elbows. Yeah. And then you can take a step back forward with this, right? Then you get more space. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going. Further.
Take your mark. I'll see you in the morning.
You think it's better made on
This number.
that should be cool.
That's the key. That's the stepping stone, all right?
Yeah. Trying to finish in a degree.
Oh.
Yeah, so the last few months.
Just
It's
Steve,
hard.
in your case,
Yeah,
separate
well,
your
you're
arms
almost at
very
the
far.
end, so don't give up. You'll do fine. Oh, well, good luck. Thank you.
That's it. So there, separate your arms from your palm.
See you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even understand what
Let's try it.
it's meant.
Let's try it. Yeah. So looking for the strike will give you that, so don't forget the elbows. That's it. If you forget your elbows, you lose.
I guess for most of the time I'm pushing it because you sort of
Yeah.
move the arm and put your body.
Yeah, but even when you're here, right? Just separate your arms from your palm. So like when Paul gets feel my body, right? So when Paul gets seated, right? What you're trying to do is you try and do this and you balance and power sense. So he gets like so feel my body press to that last right. But under this, yeah, like unit, he's yeah, this is like no more.
Easy said than done.
Easier than that.
I can feel it, but I can't do it myself. You know,
Easier than that, man.
yeah. I think these are all classes you can do right if you want.
Yeah, there. Separate your balance now. Make your balance free. Like you're balancing something on your head. And now use your hands to generate power. Yeah, that's it. So it's like you're balancing something heavy on your head. Okay. Your balance should be yours alone. Yeah, see, because of the here, your balance was tied to this side. Okay, you from here, right? You separate balance and you careful.
I think often the laws of physics that you have to apply the chance of even more. Usually, I get the hands on the body. Yeah, I can push them.
Give your balance to one leg.
Oh, well.
No, that works a lot better. So now you have more freedom. So there you go. I mean, the hands have to be smarter, right? Like, there's nothing here, right? See, your balance should only be maintained by one leg at all times, right? Oh, right. Here, right? he has that tripod thing, right? So when I'm here, I can switch. So if he gets me, right? So this is because it was like that. I can come down to here. Right? Or from here, I can completely change my balance on big one, but he doesn't have the tripod. Right? You have to be able to handle your down for one particular level. But in Tai Chi, you never have your balance on both days. Your balance is always maintained balance.
All right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Learning it, right? That's not really like that, right? So when I'm here, right? So here, I can handle on the front leg like this, or I can handle on the front back like this. So I'm not really shifting my hips. But in my hips and legs, I'm just using my down to it. My down to all manage on
This morning, are you staying hard?
I can skip it to this. Let's come back. Yeah. It's all the we'll change it. And we'll
Oh, yeah, keep that in the line. You got me. Yeah, you got me. Just like here, just push that way. Yeah, yeah.
So when you're here, handle your balance to the other leg. When you got him here, handle balance to the other leg.
Okay. So if I get in here,
Maintain the power, just hand the balance maintenance to the other leg. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So your balance is managed by your back leg. Now stay there and hand the balance over the front leg without moving the rest of it. There, different now, right? And then you can take space, and now you can go to the back leg again. So,
ไม่ค่อยทีเดียว
Hey,